Hey there, everybody. This is Mystic Fish. Welcome to episode 32 of our Factorio Space Age playthrough, where we're working on upgradable bases. Last episode, we did all things nuclear. So we got Covarex working, fuel cells, nuclear reprocessing. We have a nuclear power plant. We figured out how to turn off the steam power when we weren't using it, when nuclear was enough. And we even got a core of a power plant for a spaceship. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to work on designing this ship. There's not really much more to do before going to Vulcanus other than producing this and testing it. So I've done a little bit of work on this. Let's start by getting some cargo bays in here. So I think the intent is we'll put cargo bays down the side here. And let's see. So the ship is going to be operate in two real orientations, right? One when it's parked in orbit, in which case asteroids will spawn in all directions and come in from all directions. And so that will make it operate something like this. And so in that means that we do want asteroid collectors around the whole outside for when it's parked. This I think is going to be especially, this general concept is going to be especially important when we go to Aquilo. Some of my early Aquilo ships definitely ran into problems where I was firing rockets at asteroids and basically running out of resources eventually. So that's no good. So we want to make sure that we're maximizing our collection of stuff. But then also when a ship is in flight, the asteroids all spawn in the front. And so in that sense, so the number of asteroids you have to shoot to get out of the way is related to the width of the spaceship. So we really want, I think, to keep a narrow ship to minimize how much ammo we have to produce. So there's sort of like a fine balance here. I think we do want to do something similar to this over here. And we want to just sort of like center this guy. And we'll also, let's borrow a corner. And then we can get another one of these and go down the side. And I did a little pre-work, and I think we have to go this far in order to get everything that we want on here. And so I just want to get those in. And what we will do is we will just have these loop around like this. So we won't collect any across the back. I think that's okay. It's actually a pretty small portion of the perimeter that doesn't have asteroid coverage. But we are going to want thrusters back here, and so it's not really sort of a good way to kind of get around them. So we'll go with this. It is possible that I want to move some of this stuff back over here because it will fit. So if I do this, I'll take these off. Oh, I don't want to do this yet. I want to see. I don't know how much storage I need yet. Actually, I know I want at least 6. So let's do that. Okay, so all right. We're probably going to end up using. If I want 4 steam turbines, we're going to end up using this space. Okay, I was going to see about like tucking it closer over here, but I think we'll just use that for cargo space. All right, good. We got all these things in now. One of the things that I want to do is we do want to also store water. And unfortunately, where's a better place to stick this? Can I do this in a way that... Let's do this. And then I can at least save some of the water. Okay. Rotate, and then... Fine, you can just go in there. Okay, good. Is this how I want this? No, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to do that. So if I do that, then I want to be able to bring... If I do this for melting ice, then I can bring a crusher in up here. Okay, and then let's put efficiency modules in that guy and this guy. Okay, that lets me do... this? I don't like the way this is going. What if I do this? I want this to be able to connect to this guy. I don't like this. Okay. Let's see. That's going to go up here. I'm going to get one of these. And then, fine. I'm just going to do this. I realize I'm wasting a bunch of water by doing this. But if I slide this down, slide this down, and I can rotate this. Do something weird like this. All right, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna fill this stuff in. Okay, this is going to melt ice. That will go in there. Let's move you down here. The ice will come in there. Okay, and what do we need up here? We need, if we generate extra chunks, we need them to come back out onto the belt. And these are all set up. Actually, I actually want these to be these guys. That puts the asteroid chunks on the inside of the belt. And so if we put the sort of recycled byproducts from the crushers back on the belt, they'll end up also in the inside of the belt. Okay, that's better. And then you'll go in, and you are just going to crush oxide. Good. So then the outside of this belt is going to be ammo. So I will say let's also bring some... I guess we're not ready for that yet. But eventually we're going to bring ammo out here. No, 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 no. Spin. Did those all go back in here? I hope they did. 4, I've got 6. Okay, good. I recovered them all. All right, this wants to be ammo. And then you'll go out there to get on the inside of the belt. Okay, good. And then that means we need our stuff for maintaining. All right, how many belts do we have? Let's call it, let's round down to, I don't know, 289. If we have 2 asteroid chunks per, times 2 is 5,600. So divided by 3 is what, like 18, 19, 180? Let's do 180. Although, let's do 180. Does that come out right? Yes. So we should be able to just get 180 of each of the asteroid chunks. 180 and 180. Actually, do we have the... Okay. We'll just do that. 180 and 180. Okay, and then we need one of these guys. Like this. And then the red side comes in here. Green side comes in here. I'm going to read all belts. This is red minus green, and so then from here we can set filters. Okay, so that should grab all of our asteroid chunks. Good, all the collectors are in. Okay, good, 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 good. Right, okay, next thing we need to work on is ammo production. So we want one of these. Go here. Oh, we're going to want... Actually, I need a little bit more space. Because we want to be able to bring... We're going to need water at the back of the ship for producing fuel. You're not going to be oxide, though. You're going to be metallic. Because this is an ammo build here. But we do want this stuff. There. And then we're going to get the ore out. And go this way. And then we need electric. Furnaces. And then we will need, let's see, you want only ore in, so we don't accidentally make like steel or something. That there and that there. Except I think we need to move this here. We need to move this down. And we need to do this and this because we need to be able to route these pipes through. We need those. Here's our little thin sliver of stuff here. It might be helpful if we can tuck these steam engines closer to the side here because that would let us get beacons over here. So we're gonna maybe look at that. But we want this to here. And then we want you to here, and you to here, so that we can bring the water through. And then we need one assembly machine making ammo here. You can have efficiency modules. You're going to come in, and then we want this on the outside, which means we're going to do that. Okay. I think that's an ammo build. We are crushing ice. We are melting ice. Okay, good. That's all working. Asteroid collectors are set to collect. Okay, good. Are we making... Well, we are making, but we can't see it yet because we need the undergrounds. Okay. Good. I do really want to... I really want to be able to get beacons on these things. Which... Is there enough room? Not without getting into the... Not without getting into our gap. Although if I wrapped the steam around this way, there would be. Right? Let's get rid of these two. If I did this... will this work is a good question. Nope. Delete that. That is not what I wanted. I guess I either have to slide it down a little more. Okay. Get rid of this stuff and this stuff. And then at least down here, we'll get rid of this. And then there is space for beacons in here. Right, I can get, as long as I come down here, at least get some beacons on some of these. Is it better? I guess it doesn't matter. Because I either got heat pipes... Maybe I should just not worry about this. Those are speed modules. I'm just going to say I'm not going to worry about it. This at least gets 4 out of the 5. That's fine. Okay, and then these continue down this way. Or if we can maybe tuck some more further up there. Because I do want to get another one of these. Over here somewhere. So I need to move at least the bottom. Alright, so I can do that like this. Actually, it doesn't go all the way up to the edge. That's funny. So we can do that. And then I can get this guy in here. yes. If I fill in the rest of this. And I'm wondering if I... No. I wonder if 6 is enough. This is okay, because that means I can build more of these. Alright, so we'll do that. Okay, that should be all of our ammo production. And then I think we want to do... something like that. Okay, now let's see if we can work on some fuel stuff. We've got the water here, so that's okay. We need... we want to make the fuel. So we do need water. And we can probably put efficiency modules in here. All right, now I think we can do 2 of these. And what I want to do is I want to prepare for being able to make the advanced fuel. And so I think I need to stagger 2 of these. And if I do that, we can make this work. So I want one of these guys for here. You are going to do the carbon guys. We're going to get efficiency modules in you. We're going to get efficiency modules in you, which we don't have the advanced fuel thing. I want to do this. And I think we want to do something like that. Nope, that's not right. These need to be here. Oh, weird. Oh, carbon went in. Fine. But you need to grab asteroids from here, and we do... Actually, we need to rearrange this stuff. Okay, you're going down here. You're going to go that, so the carbon can go to that guy. And then this guy will go there. Okay, good. So that feeds all that. This is all fed. This later. We'll put the rest of the carbon in there. And then we get one more of these down here, but you need to be offset a little bit. Like this. And then you're going to get... This is going to be calcite eventually. And you need... to do something like this. Okay, and then because this is calcite, there may be extra ice here. So we want to just chuck ice overboard. Okay, good. I think that's fuel. And let's get this same thing. We'll make oxidizer. Except you're going to be oxidizer. And you're going to go back to being metallic. And then otherwise, this should all work the same. Water comes through there. Pitch the ice overboard. You need these filled in. Okay. Right. All right. Next, let's talk thrusters. So we want thrusters. Now, I think what I want to do, I want to make like a little pattern here where if we put them together like this, then we can copy this, and this means we only have to hook up 2 places and all the right liquids get to all of the thrusters. I want to control how much comes in with pumps. So I want to get rid of this. And now I want this to be centered, and I want to come far enough up that I can get here, but without closing this gap here. So that's as close as I can get. And I need to at least do that. And I think I want this to come a little lower because, all right, let's start talking. Let's start talking turrets. So we need some around the outside. I think I want to feed these from both sides of the belt. That'll help smooth out demand. And that means I can do these guys. And do that. So I'm holding on Control and Shift, and that's sort of like, I don't know, what do you call it? Super paste. Something like that. So it's getting rid of these constant combinators that we were just using purely for connecting wires. And then we also want something similar up here. So we do that, we get these across, we get these. Weird, I did that in a weird way. Okay. And then we need to reconnect this stuff, which is these are the 2 center ones, right? Okay, good. Right. Now, what do we want to do here? I want to get a couple of things. One is I do this turret doesn't reach all the way back here, so I think I want the turret back here. And I think I have to like slide it over a little bit so that I can hop it over like this. You are going to grab ammo and put it there. No, 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 no. You're dumping it into space. We don't want that. Okay. Now, we need tanks. So, one tank here, and one tank could be here. I think can we make this work? We have to like keep this gap here. This will have to finish. Although I could do this. Oh, no. Right. Oh, okay. This guy... needs to come here. And then into this one. I think that still leaves a gap there. And... if we do this... then we can do this... and... to be able to come up to here. So down here, and over one. I think we can have this. That still puts it into empty space. And so we can do this. And I think that, alright, we can start putting stuff in there. How's the turret coverage? Okay, that does get to the across the back, which is fine. Is it worth doing like this? I can't put this there because it gets in, it crosses the gap. So I think we'll just say that's probably fine. Maybe I put some here. If I put one here, that makes me feel a little better. Okay, and so then we still have our empty space up the middle for, so we can still exhaust with this stuff up here. Right, is this stuff all working? It is not all working. You are missing iron ore. Why? Why are you not getting metallic rocks? Oh, are they all being used? Where are all the metallic rocks? I guess they're all being used. I guess they're all being used for ammo. Okay, in order to... let's see. We need to fix that. We need to fix that. Alright. I think let's also... because we have most stuff up here. Let's just say, well, we're going to top up our ammo from the planet. Oh, we seem to not have ammo on the planet. That would seem to be fixable. Okay. What else do we want up here? So all of the... we've got... okay, this is coming down here, so that's good. Ah, one more thing we want to do. Okay, so these are producing 37.5 a second. Which actually, you know what, we can have these produce a little extra. If we put some modules in, which I think we have the power envelope for doing. Alright, let's see if that helps us. Wow, I'm really intrigued that we've used up all of the metallic asteroids. I guess because we turned them all into ammo. Look at that. All right, we've got prod modules coming up. Once those are in, we'll be able to see what the new output of these fuel producing chem plants is. All right, this is starting to back up here, so presumably we'll get additional oh, this guy is the last in the line, absolutely last in the line, right? All of the collectors on this side, put them on the outer belt, so they go all the way around before they come back. And so this is the absolute last crusher to get metallic asteroids. Okay, so all that stuff did disappear into ammo. That does explain it. I do think that's correct. I think we would rather have ammo and sit tight in preference to moving. How is this? Okay, now we got metallics making their way over here. And these will probably, yeah, these are buffering plates in the furnaces. And I wish I could get some more beacons in here, but we need this space here, and I don't know that this really helps the thing that's the slowest. I think this will be good enough. What are we doing here? Okay. Ah, right. Okay. Did we get the prop modules? Okay, good. So this is making 44.5 a second. So is that one. So is that one. So is that one. Okay, so then collectively 44.5 times 2 is 89 a second, which is what percentage of a pump? Pump pumps 1200 per second. So that is 7% of the pump. We want the pump to be active 7% of the time if we want it to pump at the same rate that we're producing, which would even out our delivery into the rockets, into the thrusters rather. And then if we want to run by ticks, so they should run for 5 out of 60 ticks. So what we'll do is we'll make ourselves a little clock here with these guys. We want one of these. Or I guess I can actually do it this way. So this we can say, is that what we want? Yeah, this will work too. Okay, because we have these on board already. There's like 2 ways to do this. One with a decider combinator. Okay, so we want green looping, and this is going to be T mod 60 output T, and this should count from 0 to 59 and then loop around. So this is counting ticks up to a second, and then from here let's get a red wire and a red wire, and this will be, you should be enabled if T less than 5. And that just, you can see the light flashing. So this is only pumping some of the time. Hey, we started making thruster oxidizer. There we go. If I recall correctly, this produces like iron ore like much faster than we consume it here. Okay, as long as we're yeah, this guy's even letting metallic asteroids go by. Okay, so we're in good shape here. So I think as soon as we have some of this sort of saved up, which these should fill, right? These should all fill while we're idle, which is fine. That gives us a little boost to get up to speed when we start. Okay, ammo's full. That's good. And that will also help us as far as saving metallic asteroids. And, all right, how much do we have here? I think this is good enough to go. All right, let's do it. Let's fly. Oh no, one more thing I want to do. Sorry. I was like, wait. Okay, I want to get repair packs. And I want to get walls, just in case sort of calculations were less than perfectly accurate. Let's just help that guy out. Okay, just to like shield ourselves while we're flying a little bit. All right, so we have to wait for that anyway. That'll give us more time to stock up on oxidizer. So yeah, this is pretty good. We got lots of storage space. Which, to be honest, I think, you know, I'm gonna, I think, want to build a lot of these, just so we get sort of good deliveries between planets. So I don't know how important the storage will be, but we've got a lot of runway. Probably a lot of the storage up front is going to be sort of like being able to bring enough stuff to get started on the other planets. Come on now. Are we bringing walls? Yes, we are. Good. All right, there's some more platform. We have walls coming and repair packs coming. I feel like our research is not going very fast. Oh, it is going very, very not fast. Okay, what is going on with that? Which science are we missing? Red? Red science? Because we have no copper. That is super intriguing. Here's where the copper comes. There's no copper here because it's all getting eaten. But what we can do is we could just do something a little downstream here. And say, let's just get a little extra copper, like down here somewhere. Okay. How are we doing up here? Ah, we got walls in. Okay, good. How's this stuff looking? We got plenty of each of these. Wow, we very quickly stocked up on oxidizer. Good. All right, let's, I want to do it. Let's go to Vulcanus. We obviously have to wait. I think we have, oh no, are we going? We are going. All right, let's see if we can, what kind of speed we can get out of this thing. I don't know that I completely centered this. It looks like it's off. And that is gonna bother me. But it's not gonna stop the functions. So that's okay. Cruising along. Speed is up over 140. So that's pretty good. So far so good as far as crunching the asteroids. I think this will rapidly let us fill our asteroid belt. Yeah, we're already filtering down to oxides. So just like that, you know, no more metallic asteroid shortage, for sure. And plenty ammo on the belt, so that's good. In fact, there's so much ammo on the belt, like some of these, this guy can't even like put it out fast enough. We got it, made it to Vulcanus. Okay. Let's return to Novice. That was very successful. And what is on... Yeah, we've got like 1,000 ammo on the belt here, which is great. Largely from free asteroids. Okay, these are holding steady, which is good. That's what we want. These are down sort of at their level where the fuel efficiency balances. These are holding steady because the pumps are doing their job, and so we're not putting more in. We're not giving the thrusters more in steady state than we're producing, so that should lead to a little more constant speeds, I think. And we can see we've got like pretty steady speed here. I think when we get to the halfway point, we stop escaping from Vulcanus and we start hurtling towards the Novice gravity well. So a little slower on the first half of the trip than on the second half, but I think that's okay. Nice. How is power? Plenty of power. Okay, so later if we want to, we could even upgrade some of the beacons and modules and assembly machines, and we'd still be I think having enough power, so that's great. Yeah, we're back to Novice. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I want to cut this stuff. If I want to fix this, I have to shift this over, right? Which means it needs to come down a little bit. Which I have to connect it here. Which means you could go there. And then that. Alright, that's at least symmetric. Gotta have the thrusters in the middle, otherwise the ship wouldn't go straight. I mean, obviously that's not literally true, but it's more fun to think that way. Okay. Good, and we didn't necessarily make it any heavier. Great. Is there any stuff we can trim? We cannot trim this because you have to have even though it's an underground pipe, you need to have the platforms for them to go underground somewhere, right? Like you can't go under space because there's nothing there to be going under. So I don't think we can trim any more stuff out of the middle, which, you know, that's okay. Oh, we could. Aha, look at this. A little bit there. A little bit there. Slightly lighter. I guess we can also do this. And that. And there's already nothing there. Okay. All right, I think that trims as much stuff out of it as we can get. But this is our ship design, so this is great. I am going to, let's clear this out. Let's reset that. And then let's take a blueprint here. And so we'll call this inner planet ship V1. So we'll just make this thruster. And maybe we'll give it a, I wanted to make it like capital I for inner planet. I don't know. Forget it. That's fine. Create blueprint. Yeah, now we can much more clearly see all of the empty space in the middle. Which just makes it a little lighter if we're not using it. So, okay, we're gonna put this in here. And that is our ship design. So we are gonna stop there. We've already tested that it can make it out to Vulcanus and back. So next episode, I think we wanna start putting stuff on here. But we'll leave that as a problem for future Mystic Fish. This is all working as I think we want. I'm pretty happy with this ship design. It works. That's sort of like the #1 thing to worry about with the ship design. And so we will continue onward from there. So that's what we have for this episode. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye.